Alright. What's that?
Anybody want to come with?
No, I have to go talk with someone.
Why is everything in the place everywhere turning purple?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
Why is the
everyone
door
turning
purple?
Whose XP am I docking here?
I wasn't even in the simulator. So it wasn't me.
Okay.
It's a ghost.
Is it Eagle? Because she's the only one
It's
that
Eagle.
can't talk?
We're going with it.
She can't defend herself. Blame
She can't
her
defend
quickly.
herself. Yep, it's definitely.
It's definitely Eagle or Kyrath, I just don't know which one.
Well, then it's Eagle.
She's not denying
Those
it
are
in
the
the
only
chat.
two options. We've narrowed it down rapidly.
That's still not in denial, Eagle.
Well, I have video evidence that it wasn't me, so it's kind of like, yeah, okay.
So you need to go back and see whose hand was hovering over things when it changed colors.
Uh-huh.
Rewind!
Someone's
It's the
XP is
color
getting
mirror
docked.
mystery. Alright, I'm gonna go find Winter. Where do I find Winter?
Yeah, Winter, are you on your way to the tavern, I thought? Or were you going to the caravan?
I was heading to Bob, evidently, is his name.
Bob?
I was heading to the caravan, but Bob was
Indeed,
someone waving at me.
Alpha.
Okay, yes, so you're headed towards Bob, and about the time you reach Bob, Harmony also reaches you. And Harmony, you come upon Winter and Bob as they're apparently meeting for the first time and also not meeting for the first time. And Bob goes, "Winter, I can't believe you forgot. I've been helping your uncle.
Forget you!
I've been helping your uncle with the caravan since the beginning."
Oh, well, no! I didn't realize your name was Bob. I thought it was Robert. Got a little confusing.
But it's always
Yeah.
been Bob. I've never gone by Robert. Robert's not my name. I met you when you were a little kid. You don't remember? Okay. Well, your aunt and uncle said.
I know you. I completely know you. I know everything about you.
What's my wife's name?
Uh-oh.
What?
So, Winter, how is it going? Have you talked to your aunt and uncle yet?
Harmony! Hi! No, my way. Meet my friend Bob, who I totally know.
Hey, Bob.
Good
How's it
friend.
going?
My good friend.
Harmony.
Of my uncles.
I'm Bob. I'm also okay. It was nice seeing you again, Winter.
Yeah, it was.
He goes
Nice.
off to his tent.
I
And
have
I'm
no
gonna-
idea who that was.
I'm gonna go
I gathered that.
towards Jeffrey. You didn't know.
I thought I knew everybody in this caravan, but I had no idea who that was.
Harmony is now instantly suspicious. I will keep an eye on Bob.
Okay, you do that. Well, I'm sure I've seen him before. Yeah. By the way, where was everybody? Did I sleep in like really, really late and everybody left me, or did just the camp was completely abandoned? Like me and
Yeah, so after you went to go sleep, the Empress said she could get us all room in the inn, and I went to go tell you, but you were already asleep, so I figured I'd let you sleep.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It was really nice. Nobody woke me up. It was quiet. I could hear the birds. There's birds in the desert, right? I hope so, because I heard birds.
At this point, Bramble and Jeff are gonna start heading over where Harmony was headed.
I thought you were feeding.
We were. He eats fast.
Yeah, but I think you were feeding him while Harmony left, so I'm not sure you know where.
Oh
he
no,
is.
no, I was in the tavern waiting for the oats.
No, she gave him to you.
Oh, did she? Okay. Then I don't know. Then we'll just spar. Me and Jeffrey practice some more.
Okay.
So have you talked to your aunt and uncle yet?
No, I just woke up, so I was just heading over there. And
Cool.
meeting Bob. Did you want to come with me?
Sure. Oh, also, if you want to get food in the tavern, Empress is paying for everything.
Ooh, okay. That's nice to know. Well, what are they serving?
An omelet of some sort.
Okay, maybe I'll stay with Caravan. Eating. So, they're tents over here. Is that milk on your... right over...
Yeah, Rafi, the bartender went a little overboard on the fermented goat's milk.
Just as a
Ew,
side
how did
note,
that go?
meanwhile in the tavern, Rafi is puking all over Curiosity.
What? How dare? No.
Yes, I figured he would be.
At this moment.
I'm glad.
Well, that sounds like lots of fun.
Sure.
I'm not even gonna ask how you got it on you. Their tent's the big one right there.
Mm.
So, we should probably go over there.
Again.
So, yeah, I kind of get to the tent and knock on the little post right there. Aunt Cicilla? Uncle Oglolluth?
Come in, Winter, you hear your aunt say.
Alright, and I'll walk in and kind of hold it open for Harmony. Oh, I brought Harmony as well.
Oh! Well, you're just in time. I just finished making breakfast. Harmony, do you want something?
No, I'm good.
Is it pancakes, Aunt Cicilla? Is it your pancakes?
Of course it is. Are you
Yeah.
sure? I make them myself. Also,
They're
Sarah.
really, really good, Harmony. They're really good. You should try them.
Yeah, after seeing the mystery omelets and Rafi drinking a bunch of fermented goat's milk and passing out, I'm good for now.
Well, at least have a cup of her coffee. Her coffee's really good too.
She brings you, without asking, she brings you a cup and hands it to you. This will
He's
probably bring your appetite back.
He's like looking at it, and he's like, in his head, he's saying like, I don't drink coffee, but I guess I have to now. This is stupid.
Where's Uncle Oglolluth?
And at that point, your uncle comes out of the bedroom area. I'm here. I was just getting ready. We ran out of clean clothes. I was looking for something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well,
So,
go ahead.
oh, okay. So, we have something to tell you. Well, I have something to tell you.
Oh no. Okay. Who is he, and who do we have to? What do we have to pay to keep him away?
No,
Oh,
not
you
that,
can pay me.
Uncle Oglolluth.
You can pay me. But there's nobody, so it's really down.
It's just the last time you said you had something to tell us. It's when you accidentally broke that mansion's base. Do you remember that?
No.
Well, great. So the lesson didn't sink in. That's even worse. Is there something good or bad? Just start with that.
That's up to you. And up to you.
I don't like this answer at all.
Good
Hunter.
news. Good news. We saved kind of the Empress of the Dominion.
Okay, wait here. Okay, I can't help you if you start lying. Okay, well, we've been over this.
Harmony, tell him.
Okay, so we just saved the Empress. Long story, but long story. It's fine. So she owes a favor, and so she's agreed to have some of her guards accompany the caravan.
Wait. You saved the Empress and she's here, and all of a sudden our problems are solved? That's what you have to tell me? Okay, seriously, what happened? What actually happened? Who is it where, is it gonna be a large sum, small sum, like what?
No,
Why?
I'm telling the truth, and I'm leaving as well.
Leaving? What do you mean by that?
Well, we're going ahead further to Seashine. And then we're going
Yes, you're the
to
advanced scouting party. Of course you're going ahead of us.
a little more than the advanced scouting party. Pretty much, I'm going with Light's Arsenal, and we're going to be going to Autumn Dream as well.
But we're not going to Autumn Dream, Winter.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm going with them. I'll meet up with you guys again later.
Winter, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this. That's not part of the agreement. We let you be a part of this group. I thought it would be a good thing for you, but I promised your mother that you'd be staying with us. We'd keep you close.
Yes, but my mother... Okay, so let's be serious, Uncle Noah. You know my mother is going downhill, big time. You know she's not doing well. And you know it's because I need to find my father.
Yes,
So, and I can't really do that if I'm stuck just to the caravan.
but you're not stuck, Winter. I mean, we're looking for your dad as we move. It's just, caravans. It's hard to maneuver, and look, it's not very likely. If we're going to be honest with each other, it's not very likely you're going to find him. He probably went back to his order, or someplace else where he's far away and not reachable. Look, I
Winter
understand.
kind of gawks a little bit.
I understand you've got this dream, your reunion with your dad, and that's great. I wish you the best in that, Winter, but you gotta face reality. This is your tribe. Okay,
Uncle Noah. It's not just my father that I'm after. I really like being with this group. I point at Harmony, they're really... I like them. I don't know how to explain it.
You're not doing a very good job. And no offense,
No.
but he's not really a substitute for me or your aunt.
No.
Yes, but also I would like to point out that Light's Arsenal is now involved with the Empress, and there are some dark things going on. We have been, kind of working with the Empress to figure out things now. We need to go ahead.
Well, I understand that. I understand that for you, but why does my niece have to be a part of that? If that's correct and there's dark things ahead, I don't really want her participating in that. I was fine with a couple of adventures. I wasn't super comfortable with the scorpion hunt she went on, but I trusted you, especially, that you keep her safe. But this seems like you guys are wading into some deeper things.
There was a war that was fought on Zagata we were directly involved in. It's already dark.
Right, but I couldn't avoid keeping her from that. I would have if I could.
And you can't really avoid this either.
I beg to differ, young lady. I'm in charge of you, and you'll stay here if I say so.
I am 60 years old. I think I'm old enough to decide my own.
Well, I'm not sure that is quite old enough.
Well, fine. I'll go talk to the Empress and see what she has to say on the matter. If you're going to be stubborn.
You can go talk to the Light himself if you want to. She's my niece. I'm not losing her the way... I'm not losing her. If something happened to you, that would kill your mother. You know that.
Which is why I have to do this.
I don't...
You know you're not change my mind, Uncle Lilith. You've tried dozens of times to change my mind on things.
I can tie you to a chair if I need to, and you'll just drag you all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harmony's just like looking at him like, you try that.
I think what your uncle is trying to say, Winter, is that we're worried about you, and we don't want anything bad to happen. Is there some way you can assure us that you're coming back to us? You're going to be okay?
I can't make any promises I can't keep, but I can say I know that they, and I pointed at Harmony, the Lights Arsenal they'll help me as much as they can. They will try to protect me as much as they can, just as I'll try to protect them as much as I can. Because they're my friends, Aunt Cicilla. I've never had friends.
Well, that's true, dear. I suppose it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, she did fight an army, and she's done. If what Harmony's saying is true, and she really has, met the Empress. Well, I'm not really sure that
I saved the Empress.
Saved the Empress. Well, it seems like her destiny's sort of out of our hands at that point. And your uncle just goes, "Oh, why? I hate everything about this. I wish almost you'd run off with someone, or broken a vase, or done something else."
I am running off with someone.
Well,
a whole bunch of someone's.
This is somehow worse. At least with the other. Okay, look, I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
I just rub forward and kiss his cheek. I love you, Uncle Lilith.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure feeling it right now.
Rory, I will try my best to come back normal.
You are not reassuring me. But...
Well, I can't promise that I'll keep all of my fingers. But... I'm just kidding!
Why?
Okay.
Why did I let her talk you into coming? You should have stayed home. Okay. You can go. But you have to keep in contact with us in some fashion. I expect a letter at least once a week from you. I don't care how you do it or where it comes from. But I want to know where you're at and what you're doing.
I will attempt
to
do that.
Don't look, young man. I see you right there. You're going to be a part of this. You're going to make sure she sends that letter, or I'm going to come after you. I have enough money. I can hire bounty hunters. And I know enough about you to identify you very quickly.
I give the I am so sorry look to Harmony.
Yeah, I'll be serious. Yeah, if you tell anybody where I am, you don't understand how bad that would be.
You don't understand how bad it would be if I was with my niece. So, we have an understanding then. You're gonna keep her safe, and you're gonna make sure she's got some way to communicate with us so that I know what's going on and where she is. That way, if something happens, we can come get you or find you in some way. I don't want you wandering off without us knowing some place of where you're at.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yes, that is what you're going to do. And I expect it to be done. If you can do that, you promise me you'll keep her safe, I suppose you can run off with your new friends.
Only friends.
New friends. You had other friends. You just chose to ignore them.
Oh! I did not ignore anybody.
There were other kids in the village. You could have gone to
yeah.
with them.
It's Bob.
By the way, who's Bob? Yeah, who's Bob, by the way? He waved at me and said hi, and he knew me.
He's my financial advisor. He's been helping with the caravan for quite some time.
Oh, that's why I don't know him. I stay away from him. Make me stay away from him.
What? No. I never made you... Why would I make you stay away from Bob? He's got good... Actually, you would benefit from it because you spend your money a little frivolously. I've seen your room.
Yeah.
You buy baubles instead of, like, food.
But
And
they're
also,
fun.
that monstrosity you built is probably costing me a lot of money.
Monstrosity.
He points at Iggy.
He's not a monstrosity. He's my friend. My other friend.
He's huge and on fire.
And it's very useful when
bonuses.
bad things try and come and kill you, and it lights them
That
on
too.
fire.
That too. He's added protection.
Why
So-
could you just be burdened with a gift for mercantile? It would have been so much easier just to make you an apprentice than you would be running off.
That would be boring.
So
That would be really
anyway-
boring.
Nihilus has agreed to continue being the advanced scout party, with the guards sticking with the caravan.
Well, that's good. At least someone's not abandoning us. Even if it is, Saurians.
Hey, they're good. They'll keep an eye out for you.
Yeah, no, I'm not. They're just... They're a little strange, that's all.
We're Orsinium. We're strange.
Well, okay, that's fair enough. Okay. Well, you're probably gonna get stabbed and killed, but you know, who cares? How am I supposed to prevent that? And probably just I don't know. Mother's probably gonna have a heart attack, and then I'm gonna have to tell your grandfather about that. But you know, who cares about what my problems are?
Okay.
Harmony's like, well, on the bright side, if we all died, then, you know, at least according to the Empress's vision, everybody might soon be dead, so buck up, so you won't have to be sad for long. And he, like, hits him on the back, like, on the shoulder, and then walks out.
Yeah. So,
It's a good thing I like him.
okay.
Alright.
I'm
Well,
gonna
go
follow.
before I change my mind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bye. And I just wave and run to Harmony.
No, wait, Winter. And before you leave, your aunt takes you and she hugs you. Be careful,
Okay.
please, and please do try to communicate with us. I'm gonna be sick until I can hear from you.
And I hug her back and I say, I'll try, but I can't promise anything. Don't tell Uncle Nellalith.
Oh, I won't say a word. But try.
Okay. And I turn around and run back to follow Harmony.
Goodbye. Remember to eat. I'll make some pancakes for you for the road.
Sometimes, I turn to Harmony, sometimes I feel like she's more like a mom than my mom is. Oh, also, you should probably know, since they mentioned my grandfather, that he happens to be the chief of the Orsinium tribe that I'm in. So I should probably mention that, since they said he would be really mad if I died. So, yeah.
Yeah, my own people are already mad at me, so what's another tribe of people mad at me? Also, you know we can't send messages back to them, right?
Oh, I know. But
Good.
Uncle Nellalith would have never agreed otherwise. I didn't want to have to sneak out in the middle of the night, that stuff. So,
Yeah, I was asking me in curiosity how that went. Had to drug some people to escape where we came from.
oh, okay. Yeah, I think I would have been good. Everybody in the caravan likes me, so they would have helped me, except for Bob. I don't know Bob. He seems like he's too responsible, so he probably would have told on me. So, are we heading to the tavern then?
I guess. Yes, probably. Empress said she wanted to see us, but she also wanted to talk to Aerie, so I'm gonna wait till Aerie comes back. Because I know Aerie left. So, yeah, probably.
Oh, okay. By the way, what's this about, what was that? Xeris? Yeah. What's this Xeris thing about?
Aerie? That's his... From what I have gathered, that's his actual name.
But why didn't he tell us this in the first place?
I imagine he's hiding from something.
can't just say that. It doesn't have to, like, hide from us.
Yeah, well, I don't know his real name, but yeah, I don't know. He seems to be keeping a lot of secrets.
And trying to kill random bandits that I'm trying to let go. So, just saying. So.
Yeah, well, we'll have to find a way to work together. He's our key to moving freely in the Empire and our connection to the Empress.
I suppose I can work with him.
Right, well, let's see how Rafi's doing back. Curiosity.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. So, I wanted to ask the bartender, or the lady running the inn, about salt and a large container.
Oh, the fermented ghost milk container's empty now.
Actually, yes. When you ask her that, that is exactly what she mentioned. She's like, well, I mean, I pretty much emptied this thing out just now. Oh, I thought you said your cat enjoyed this. As he kind of stumbles back up. And he looks back at the milk, takes a couple of more sips, and then shakes his head. And then he looks back at you, Curiosity. He gives you like the saddest look ever. And he rolls over and lays down on the bar.
Gorm just looks at Rafi and then looks back and says, "He's never had that much before."
Oh, well, I mean, to be honest, the Empress said to be very generous, and I was just trying to do that. Cat
Gorm shrugs.
gives up like this, like a little moan, and it stretches, and then it like paws at you, Curiosity, like, help me.
We got to learn this lesson someday.
And as it paws, he throws up some more on you.
So yeah, Curiosity, you're probably not smelling very good right now either.
No. No.
So have you learned your lesson that fermented goat's milk is disgusting, Rafi? I think that's what we learned here today.
He kind of rolls over and like turns from looking at you.
I think it was more of a lesson about alcohol than anything else. But, yeah.
I have salt in this bucket here if you want something.
That would be wonderful.
This music is a little dramatic for a drunk cat.
Well, I figured we'd eventually be going to, like, you know, the temple where area the Empress lies, so...
Gorm doesn't care about that.
We'll get there in a minute, but yes, it's just kind of like elven music, pukey cat. It's great visuals.
It's a very religious town. Even the
Don't-
barfing is religious.
Don't forget the half-orc looking for materials to pickle some giant eyeballs.
Uh-huh.
We have 3 rituals for barfing. It's ceremonial cleansing.
Yes. It's a purge, mind you. Not barfing. It is a purge.
We're the Romans now.
I mean, Rafi probably would be into that. But anyway, yeah. So she offers you the empty cask of fermented goat milk, and she has like a little, fairly large-ish bag of salt.
Yeah. So here's exactly what Gorm does with it, because I know what to do. He pours salt after cleaning out the container with water. He pours some salt in there, throws the eyes in, pours more salt on top of that, and then pours some water in there until it's a little bit of a slurry, and then shuts the thing.
Okay. Well, you'd have to do all of this outside to where there is the well is. So you take this all outside to where the well is, the center of town.
So as you guys are coming back, you see Gorm just walking out.
No, they don't just see. No, They come back. They see several priests staring at Gorm, just whispering to each other and pointing. You guys come up behind and you hear, I think they killed that to save the Empress. Oh my lord, it's disgusting. What is it? I don't know. Are they going to eat it? Is that what they're doing? I hope they're not serving us the tavern next week. I'm not eating them anymore.
So I can hear this? So I can hear this?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, the barkeep wanted to try out some new menu items, so Gorm's a hunter, so he's offered to whip something up for her.
It's a good thing
Yeah,
we're
the,
leaving quickly.
Monster of many eyes dish.
I knew this would happen when we let outsiders come to our holy town.
What? That the Empress would get saved, right? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Have fun.
I don't like you very much.
I was just singing like this working song about cutting up animals.
You get one or two kids that come up to you though, and they're like, "Look at Mommy! Look at it! Oh, it's got guts!" They quickly pass by. You put on quite a bit of a show for this little out of nowhere town.
He's just cutting
Yeah,
the rest of the stalks off
I
as
just
he
see
puts
what
the eyeballs in.
I see that and I'm grossed out. I'm like, nope, and I walk into the tavern.
I'm like, it's not gonna be any better in there.
No, probably worse, actually. At least if you think puke is worse.
Yeah, I open the door and see Curiosity.
And
Oh
smell.
yeah,
Smell.
you guys pass with Erytheus as he nods past you and goes towards the temple, and the two of you walk in, and of course, yes, immediately the smell of cat puke hits you, and you see Curiosity like trying to clean himself up. You see Ralphie is like moaning and like half off the counter on his back and just like clawing at the air.
Can I
I don't
use
know
any
what's
magic
worse.
on Rafi? Can I cure him of a hang?
You can
think
certainly
It's been like
try.
10 minutes, there's no way he's hungover yet.
I think that's
Can I
true
cure
poison.
him of alcohol poisoning?
He's a cat.
I
He
see
drinks a lot of
Rafi.
milk.
I see Rafi just like rolling on the counter, and I remember, what have you done to him? Just pick him
his
up
own
and I
fault.
hold him like, what did you do to him? Ew.
He starts to nuzzle into you, but then as soon as you say you and drop him, you hear and he goes flat onto the floor. And he's too drunk to catch himself, so he falls on his belly flat. And then you just hear like the saddest cat owl ever.
And then I'm like, okay, now I feel bad, and I kind of like pick him up like this, just put him back on the counter.
There's a very sad face on Ralphie as he's just being held aloft. And then he pukes again right as you're holding him.
Dude, I quickly
Does
put
that
him
do
on the counter.
anything?
What
like,
did you
use
do to him?
magic on him?
What did you roll?
Oh,
Let's see what my bonus is.
Curiosity, you're a little, you've got some, yeah.
I got 19.
Yeah. You cast your spell on Ralphie, and you immediately see him stand up, and he's not quite as wobbly. He shakes himself off, and he stretches.
I quickly grab the bowl of fermented milk and take it away.
Yeah, he
no
hops,
more of this.
he hops onto the counter as soon as you do that, and then you hear a sad meow as he paws at the bowl as you're taking it away.
I looked at Laura.
No,
Not
she's in the
Laura.
kitchen. She's in the
Laura
back.
Lane. Laura Lane. Her name's Laura Lane, not Laura.
No, it's Laura Lane, but she's
You're
in
the
the
same
back.
person.
Laura Lane.
Illuminati
call-
confirmed.
Can Laura Lane? I don't know where you are, but can you please take this thing away from him?
What thing? I'm kind of busy in here.
You don't want to see the mess out here, then?
No, not really. I'm cleaning up the mess in here.
What mess?
Well, I mean, making omelets is not exactly super clean work.
Oh.
Especially ostrich egg omelets.
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait, did you say ostrich eggs?
You hear Ralphie, like now he's pawing at your body.
Stop it! No!
He climbs. He actually starts climbing on you and trying to get up to your arm.
Curiosity, please control your cat. Yes.
Rafi, can you behave, please?
Wow.
He looks back at you, still holding on to Winter, but he like does a 180 with his head and looks back at you. And looks to the side. Just like, why? Why do I have to behave?
You're not behaving with proper dignity. I thought you liked Harmony. Isn't Harmony cool? He was always very dignified.
He
shifts
likes me
his
more
head and he
right now.
He shifts his head and he looks at Harmony.
Winter is also very dignified, and you're disturbing her.
He puts his paw up towards the milk.
Yeah, you don't need
No.
any more of that. That's what made you sick. I'm not gonna heal you again if you get even more sick.
Yeah, you don't want to throw up anymore, right? Like, that's nasty. You don't want that anymore, right? You gotta calm down on the alcohol. You're not a drunkard.
This would
The
suggest
problem is
otherwise.
it's so like cats to like totally do things that make them throw up, and they do it again. They're like, oh, let me just eat all this fuzz and stuff off the floor, and then I'll throw up. And then like 2 minutes later, let me eat some more fuzz off the floor. It's like, excuse me, did you not learn your lesson?
That's
Hopefully,
this cat.
Rafi's a sentient, a magical cat. He can actually.
And yet he's not.
He's very cat-like.
He continues to paw, but then he looks at you, Curiosity. Then he kind of looks at you, Harmony, for like the final decision. He's not super certain about these two.
Yeah, I'm just like,
He gives a little cat sigh, hops down off of Winter. He kind of he hops down off the bar counter, and he comes up to you, Harmony, and he climbs up to you until he's up on your shoulder, and then he just kind of sits there and he looks at you like,
You might have
Undertaken.
wanted to give him a bath first. Okay.
yeah, I'm like, you and Curiosity should probably go wash off outside.
he kind
I gotta talk to the
Yeah.
Empress. I don't need to be smelling like cat puke, so
Especially
Rotten milk.
milk.
he just leans into you more, and like,
yeah, no, I'm just like throwing them off. It's like, you gotta live with your own life choices. Just throw them off. Like, just take off and like,
Yeah,
toss.
I go like-
There you go, Curiosity, toss, catch.
No.
you hear quack. And he goes flying across the room.
Should make it an attack roll to see if you actually hit.
Yeah, actually, I want you to make a strength roll. I want to see how far you throw.
What am I making? What roll?
Just a strength roll.
Ouch.
He's a cat. I think I could throw him fairly. I'm not that far away from Curiosity. I feel like I could.
Oh, I know you can. I just want to see how far. I want to see if he hits the wall.
Well, I rolled a 14 with 4 stunt points without. Well, yeah, with 4 stunt points without even my bonuses added. So
So
That's
where
just
would
a
you like to
bonus.
throw him? Where in the room are we throwing the cat?
I'm throwing him like directly into Curiosity's lap
No.
So,
because they both need to go clean up outside.
Wow.
So you see the cat Curiosity, the cat just sails towards you. and it's like there's a little bit of surprise in the cat that Harmony's never thrown him before. And so as he lands on you, he digs his claws in to catch himself, and you get scratched down the side of your chest as the cat like catches on you and slides down a little bit.
Thanks.
Claws go through leather armor. That's impressive. It's got like a ninja claws.
I mean, there's some holes because of the fire. He managed to get his paws in those holes. Harmony just looks, or Ralphie just looks up at you, curiosity. Like, I guess we should go.
Oh, by the way, curiosity, when you're getting all cleaned up, you might also want to deal with, the holes in your, shirt and stuff.
Holes? What holes?
The one the cat paws are in. And that, like, Ralphie just takes his paw and he starts, like, pointing at your near bare skin, because you have, like, an undershirt that's maybe still intact somewhat. And he just starts, like, poking at it.
Does anyone have a mending spell? Okay, I'm gonna go outside
I'm sure
and
there's
try
a
to
tailor
find
somewhere.
a divot that I can stand in. And
Before you
cast
go,
Blaze
curiosity.
on
Wait, curiosity!
What?
Before you go, I wanted to tell you guys, all of you, that I talked to my aunt and uncle, and they are they're okay with me going with you guys.
That's cool.
Reluctantly okay, I should say.
See.
Your cat just starts meowing and getting annoyed. And he climbs up on you and onto your head and just sits there.
That's all.
Okay, so then Curiosity leaves with his cat in his head. Really good. Okay, so with those shenanigans out of the way,
I'm in a lot of water to clean us up.
do you... so as you're leaving town, you also get to you witness some of the spectacle that's happening near the well. Now the crowd has increased since Harmony and Winter has seen it.
What's happening at the well?
You just see a bunch
Bro.
Curiosity wasn't there. I was. Don't. Now I'm there. Now tell me what's happened.
You see a group of priests. They're now like about a dozen people standing at the well as you watch as Gorm is sticking eye stalks into a barrel and just like tearing them, like cutting them apart, putting them in this barrel, slicing it up, putting his
He's singing like a butchering song as he goes.
Yep, he's singing a butcher song, and you can hear like
Sure to save the brains, just hand you lots of fur.
So it's like a song that Gollum sings when he's whacking the fish to death on the rock.
Pretty much in front of a bunch of priests or priest-like people. Even Rolf, he's like got his head half turned as he's watching this spectacle. Is this even allowed? Well, the Empress did say they could do whatever they wanted. Whatever they wanted?
Cool, I'm gonna go like burn everything to the ground and be like, your rules are stupid.
So you see that as you leave to find a place to wash off. Alright. We will shift on over then to Erytheus and in the temple. Now the music will be appropriate. It'll be great.
Alright, time to switch to like some jazz saxophone music.
I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you.
I was waiting more for show tunes or something.
So yeah, you enter in. Most people, there's nearly no one in the temple, actually. So it's very much like the last time you entered in. But this time, instead, you see the Empress. She's kneeling down at the altar, and she seems to be probably in prayer or contemplation. You can't really tell, but she's definitely, her eyes are closed, and she's definitely concentrating on something.
Okay. In that case, I will just take a spot next to her.
She, without opening her eyes, you hear her say, "So, Eretheus now, is it?"
Yes, it was given to me, kind of decided it would be the best to protect my identity.
Your identity? Why was that needing to be protected?
I'm not sure. That's what Ember Fury said I should do.
Ember Fury and his decisions. She raises her head and she looks up, and there's like the very top of the temple is like a circular window, kind of stained glass, but there's no design to it. It's just sort of opaque. But the sun streams in, giving like a little, almost spotlight on where she is. And she looks up at that. You know, he never told me why he disbanded your group. He never told anyone.
I was curious of that myself. How is he?
Old. But much the same. He's keeping things from me, but I think he believes that it's for my benefit.
If that's what he thinks.
She gets up and turns around to you. Why did you leave?
Because he said we should.
So you abandoned me on his word?
It was a situation where he said that we should leave.
All I know is you left, and now all my brothers are dead. It was your job to keep us safe. I understand if it was Emperor Fairy's decision, but you all are thinking beings. You'd been protecting our family for a long time. Not a part of you thought maybe to stay, disobey.
He said that for us to protect you, we should leave.
We've seen how that turned out.
Yes, I do.
What are you doing, Xaverus? Why are you with these people? What are you doing?
The best way to put it is, a few years after, since it's been so many years, a few years after I began training with Rufus Whitfoot at the Bard's College, it got to me that certain members of the Imperial family had been killed. So I decided to leave the college and see what was going on. My family was dying and I didn't know what was going on. I had to step out and do something. I found these people in this caravan, and it was the way to get to you.
You could have just come.
I could have, but not without any coin. It would have taken substantial funds for me to go from the college
You
to...
could have sent a message. I would have seen to it that you were brought back.
Would Ember Fury or anyone else let a letter from me to get to you?
I don't know.
That, and I still think that, or at least at that time when I left the college, that keeping my identity a secret was the best thing. And writing a letter is still not the best way, my lady.
All this time, I thought you had answers. I thought that you, of all people, would be the one to tell me. Ember Fury has some plan in motion, but he won't tell me any details, no matter how hard I press him, and I don't have the heart to punish him. Which I'm told is my failing. Everyone around me treats me like a child. Now I know I'm young, but they are afraid that I'm going to fall down the stairs, break my neck. But anything like this, I'm prevented from doing. It's like the years I spent as an apprentice of magic is gone out the window, and no one can remember that there was a time where I was going to be leading my own army. This shouldn't, Xeris, this shouldn't have happened. I shouldn't be the Empress. This should have never happened.
Whether or not it should not have, or it has, doesn't matter. The lights will show us what's going on. I don't know what all is this crazy mixed up world that's going on. I don't know what's going on at all. It's just, I knew I had to make sure my Empress was okay.
You picked a fine time to do so. If I had waited on my own men...
I am glad.
I don't know who I can trust.
I understand. I'm glad for whatever reason it happened that we ended up being here like this, or meeting like this.
Meeting in the middle of nowhere in a town no one knows about. Pretending like we don't know each other as much as we do.
No, more like I'm just glad you're okay.
Well, I'm happy you're alive as well. I wish you had come back sooner. May have prevented what has happened.
I wish
Emissary always said that you were the best. He always favored you.
I wish I'd known that things were going so quickly south, or so south as quickly as they have been.
It took us all by surprise. I mean, in our entire history, we've had 5 emperors. And then we lost 4 of them in 15 years or less.
That's what I found out. That's why I had to do something. Whitfoot, for all the good he taught me. For all the good he taught me, I'm not sure if he would have even given me a dime to help me get out to see you.
You don't know why Ember Fairy sent you all away. You don't have an inkling at all.
The only thing I heard was that a few of us were killed. Like somebody was targeting us, but beyond that, I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. He sent away all our spies at a time we need them the most. You know how difficult it's been to get good intelligence.
I figure quite hard.
More than just hard. I can't even trust half of the reports that come. Ember Fairy is the only one that has reports that maybe, perhaps, are the most trustworthy. But like I said, I know he keeps things from me. And then I'm hearing rumors that there's another spy, a former spy that's returned, and apparently that person Ember Fairy reached out to. They're looking into things, but this is all hearsay. I hear this from rumors around my court.
I didn't even know that much.
Yes, there's a rumor that there's a spy, someone from before you, from when during my my father's youth. This spy is apparently investigating what happened to my brothers. But I don't know any details who this is, where they've been all this time, why Ember Fairy reached out to them instead of one of you. All he would tell me about you and your group is that at the time it was best if he dispersed you all.
That's all he let us know as well, is that it was good for us to go into hiding. I don't know what is going on. But I will do whatever I can to protect you.
What do you mean by that? What are you doing? Are you, after this meeting, are you staying here? Are you going with them? What are we going to do? Ember Fairy would be he'd be furious if he returned.
If he knew I left the college, he would be quite upset. I have a feeling it'd be like some of the early days when we were growing up. But for now, I think the best plan of action is probably for me to continue on helping this group and figuring out who is at least trying to harm you from this side of the throne. I have a feeling it is connected to the people I am currently hunting, as it were, with this group. This Lelora person has been meddling in affairs that could easily be used to take down an empire. The whole use of Shadow Soul magic, this use of soul stones and whatnot to summon armies, it could be used to challenge the Dominion.
Alright. Then let us do this. Ember Fairy thinks that for whatever reason it's best if we keep our distance and that information is not had. I disagree, but I need him to be able to trust me, and I need him to continue to think that I am in ignorance and rely solely on him. But instead, I want you to reenact the promises you made to my family. I want you to be my spy again. And in
As
order
you
to aid you with this, I'm going to tell you the things that I know that I'm not supposed to know, so that you can look into them while I cannot.
All right.
I have been praying because the vision I saw really disturbed me. And I think I should tell you what it was I saw. I saw our kingdom. I saw Quitus darkened. There was no light, no anything, just gray clouds and sand. When I looked up at the clouds, it was in the form of a silver star. It seemed to overshadow everything. I saw that star come to a rest over my head, and my eyes were bleeding. It was very disturbing, and I was screaming, and I couldn't hear my own voice. Couldn't hear anything. Then I saw something come up from behind me, sort of with like eyes, fiery and sunken. They seemed to sort of peer out of the mist of the cloud. It was almost like they were watching me, keeping watch. But then out of that, I did see a small light break through. I saw a shield come over my head, in between the eyes and the star and myself. It was made of light, and it had weapons on the stimples. Each of the weapons, well, each of them was one of yours, your party's. Dagger, staff, spear, some sort of needle, I think. It wasn't like that big. It was rather, I'm not sure.
I know who that is.
At any rate, it seemed obvious that that shield was you. And as I told your friend Harmony, at the very center of this shield was a key of some kind. Now, I don't know what any of that means. Except, of course, like I said, I suspect that shield is your friend's. But I do know something with the star. I've never seen a silver star before, but I've heard it gets much closer and breathes a half whisper. I've heard of a circle that calls itself a silver star. I don't know anything about them, but I've heard their name spoken in whispers around my court when people didn't think I was listening.
All right.